Ah, there we are. Alrighty, hey everyone, I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. How you doing, David, Bassman, her ladyship, and Bass woman? I hope you're all well. Now, today I want to get the undercarriage of the P-51. Basically, I want to get things such that tomorrow we simply put a few things on and get onto, and I want to set up decal repair. I want to do something about those decals that look a bit rumpy. I've got a few options on this, perhaps. We shall see. We shall see. All righty. But foist, good peeps. Foist. Coffee. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There is a less caffeinated approach. Nah. Now. Now. Excuse me for a brief moment. I am back. Now, these, I'll quickly show you in case you've forgotten. Don't reckon you guys have, you watch me every day. Unless you're cotton socks. Hang on, rather rumpty decals that we need to attend to. The two more than the four, I would suggest. Now, something I'm gonna do in due course is apply some decal setter on a lot of those decals that are there. Because I'm a bit nervous about them all now. I'm sure you're a bit unsurprised by that. However, foist things foist. We're going to move you to there. Let's get a few very simple things out of the way, shall we? Yes, we shall. Now. This was that will be going on directly, but we'll leave that discussion there. You get over here. Now, well, first we'll get onto our propeller. And you're blurry, aren't you? There we go. So, yeah. Now then. All right. I passed on your regards to my friend. They were well received. You'll be happy to know. And yeah, unfortunately, poor that guy was a bit morose yesterday. The reality is he and his wife will need to go into a nursing home, and I believe his kid's already well onto that and taking care of that, so the mother doesn't have to worry about it. It's nice. Although obviously she has a bit of say in it, but as does he. But he wasn't feeling very good about that. So I explained to him that these days they're not so bad. In fact, a lot of them are really quite. Where'd that go? There you are. There it is. Now, how nice and easily does it go on for us? Oh, pretty easily. Well, let's do that, shall we? Now, this only poses a small question. No, it's not even a small. Oh, hello. Hello. Give me a moment. Something I want to quickly check here. That's probably me being a bit anally retentive. Now, where is it? Because of its conical shape, keeping a grip on it's a bit fiddly. There we go. But I'm sure I'm not. Oh, yeah. Yeah, nice. All right. Oh, we're good. I'm just being a drama queen. I am a drama queen, not so sweet, well over 17. Now let's get the glue running. Get the glue running. Ba-da, ba-da, ba. There we go. Now, of course. There it is. At least I can see the bloody thing. I don't know the. Oh, dearie me. It's just not so bad as I thought it would be. It's just getting down here. Come here, you. Bloody thing. While I'm on here on my knees, what the hell? There we go. Get on there, bitch. I tell you. All right. There. One propeller. Now I've got to get up. Oh dear. That's inconvenient. Unhappy knees. Unhappy knees. Oh, dearie me. And up we go. Oh, lordy be. But we have a propeller. This is good. Up in we come. Now, I remember I used to be able to jump up. I did. Then I got old. Yes. Let's just stop that discussion there. Now, I'm going to quickly wipe that bit of paint that I got on my hand there. You know what? Whilst I think about it, now is probably as good a time as any to actually put on the decal setter while I think too, I reckon. It's just a classic case of the old grey berry ain't what it used to be, ain't what it used to be, ain't what it used to be. The old grey berry ain't what it used to be, ain't what it used to be, no. I still what you got what it is in pretty simple terms is that when my arthritis was giving me the fisting of fury, it's you can't go down to on the ground. You really can't unless you try not to. Sometimes it's unavoidable. You drop something or whatever. But it's really, really hard and actually quite painful to do. So I don't know if you've ever had arthritis or seen anybody with it. But the bottom line, okay, now I've actually, and they got to a stage where my hip just would not do it. And now I've got the hip surgery and I can start to do it, but of course you lose a lot of those stabilizing muscles have faded a bit, which is where the swimming's coming in handy actually. But now I'm hoping, by the way, that this extra addition of more decal setter will help keep these things in order. Now that's the theory. I'm a bit nervous about them now. Now, am I okay with that as a 4? Yeah, I am. Not so keen on that 2, though. I'll move that up a bit so you can see what I'm talking about. I think, as an opinion, I'll keep the 4, but that 2 something needs to be done about that. I was going to go for paint. I do have some spare decals. Now, once I put the setter on this, I wouldn't mind maybe going for a bit of a rummage through some of those decals. If I've got a suitable 2, I think we all know what's going to happen, don't we? If I do not, then, well, it's a paint time. Can't believe it came off. This 4, just let's not discuss such horror stories. Now, I'm curious, I must admit, to find out how long the headset goes for today without my needing to hit the wire, because I charged it overnight this time. So we may get a bit of extended play. We'll see. Because the thing I can't understand, I'm going to sound like Mr. Spock. It's most illogical. Is not last night, but the night before, the headsets had gone for an hour and a half. No problems, and looked like they would have gone for longer from a German class. So why then, one can wonder, as to why it dudded out after over an hour yesterday. But we shall see if it makes a difference. Yes, we shall. Now, once I've done this, I don't know if you saw it yesterday, but this bit of art on the side started coming off as well. That's why I'm going over all of them. You just don't need them apples. No, you do not. And that's why I'm doing this now. Actually, I've got to say, as I might have mentioned yesterday, I was warned that the Hasegawa decals might be a bit rumpty. And now that I think about it, yeah, well, I had this one split, but the other one lift. What the hell, you know? Never mind. It'll all come out in the wash. All right. Oh. Now. Next. What we're gonna do is decals I was going to assess, wasn't I? Yes. Now, this is where my big bag of stuff will come into play. Let's see what we can find in here. Hopefully, amongst all of this, we can get a bit of love. No, not there. Now we're looking for black twos. No. 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 Oh, what's this? From. Ah, there we go. Actually, I could use them. We'll leave that story there. Keep looking. Can't use. Oh, it does have a not the right sort of black too, and also these are really old decals. No, no, no. Come on now, people. Surely there's some numbers amongst these. Don't break my heart, though. Oh, what's this? No, no. Close, but no cigar. Oh, what the hell's this? These are glued on, so there's not much point in that. Oh, look, I am going to get my heart broken after all. Oh, the pain. Oh, the pain of it all. No, there's not anything there. Is that all my spare decals? I wouldn't have thought so. Wooden beach buggy. Oh, hey, Big Racer, how you doing? Let's see if I can find any more decals. Looking. It's not looking promising, guys. So I'd be thinking, such as I choose to. What do we? Oh, hang on. Ooh. Hello. Let's see what we got here. I've got so much shit in here. Let's have a see if there's any more. Just okay. This is my last shot with on the. Let's see if we can find suitable decal to replace that one with. Well, I have numbers, but they're not. And also, these are petting house, which are, I think, are they? Yeah, they are. See, it's the white outline that kills that one. Might put it on the short list. See if I can think about it a little bit. No. So many options, but no numbers. I'll tell you what, though. Any, I've just discovered that if I ever have any lackings in 109 decals, I've got so many spares, it's ridiculous. Don't know what. I know why I've got them. That makes sense. Okay, no. So what we're going to end up doing, I would suggest, is doing a bit of brushwork there and a bit of weathering with it, and we'll make it all go away. Yes, we will. I don't know if you saw Big Racer. I'll show you what I'm waffling about because it's a bit of a fisting actually, but I'll work with it. I'll work around it because I can. Oh, hello. Rubber bands. That's funky. Interesting. Now, I had some decals come off yesterday, Big Racer, and others who have not seen this scenario. And the result was I got the 4 back on, but the 2 didn't quite come to the party, as you can see. Now, as to, there's a few things I'm going to do about that because at least I can model it a bit on the one on that side. I'm going to need to do this, or attend to this, with a bit of very careful brushwork. But I don't reckon I'll be doing that today. Well, not just yet anyway. I might do it today. It's going to be done sometime, doesn't it? Let me just get a couple of things together and then we'll have a bit of a sizing up of it. Yes, we will. Now, zoom out a bit too far. There we go. Now, something else I want to get to do onto today, in fact, quite immediately as it happens, is yep, we'll do them. So the covers go on the outside of, or on that nice side of the wheel. Around the outside, around the outside. Alrighty, let's do them. Now, excuse me a moment. Alright, now, where is, yes, oh yes, here we go, here we go, come here you, now, sprue cutters, over here. And file time. Actually, I should do that one. Here's something I should consider. Let's get these over here. Get over here. Now, I've better check which way goes which. Otherwise, I'm going to oh, hey, lucky number, how are you doing? Now, so that side faces right. So if I've got this to there, I need the straight side. Is it? Yeah, the angle goes out that way. All right, let's do the first one. Once they're on, we'll get the vent onto here. I might as well get the wheel on as well. And then we can start making some assessments on addressing this number 2. Or should I do that before I put the wheel in? Decisions, people. Now, you get over there. Where to put the bloody... There it is. Dear me. Now, file time. And a bit of focus wouldn't hurt. And just a little bit there. And that then goes to about halfway down, is it? Yep. I always find these ones a bit of a fist fuck. Actually, I might be better off doing it that way. Because, yeah. That's probably the easier way of doing it. And we will use crystal clear on this one because it's going to be pretty visible, obviously. So this we will now do. All right. Now, delay, bing, ding, and bing. So, all right, and on you go. Don't give me any of this runabout. I ask you, where is the love? There we go. That's where you're meant to go. So do it, you know. Don't lie to me. Now, how is it supposed to sit? That's the next salient point. I don't reckon it sits like that. There, that's how it's supposed to sit, much closer. And it's totally failed to cooperate on that level. What we're going to do, this will be nice and easy. Sometimes I should just stick with the Revel. Now, put the lid on. Come here. And there. A bit more. Now, come here. There we go. Hopefully this methodology works. I'd say so. Right. Now I should put the lid on the crystal clear. Now, that one. And thank you very little. But there you go. One. Yeah, that's all good. I'm happy with that. Let's get on to the next one. Give my wrist a slight massage. Don't mind me. Here for the dodgy arm. I've got to do a whole stack of repairs on. I had a shelf fall over, and I tried to save them all, but yeah, like good luck with that, son. The amount of damage is not that substantial. Hang on, man. Just now I have you. Or I will have you. Knew it wasn't sitting right. It's been a wee bit cunty, isn't it? Now, I don't want to go full blob, but Now that I've worked a couple of bits out. Now, now. Yeah, that's better. Now I see why it wasn't quite playing the game. That's better. Now I understand. There's a half the wheel should pretty much be coming off the cover there, and there is a point where it clicks on, sort of a deal, and it all makes sense now. Yeah, anyway, I had a shelf sort of tip over, and look, on the whole, because of course most of the kits just fell out as I stopped the shelf. On the whole, the damage actually wasn't that bad. I was quite pleasantly surprised in that regard. Indeed, um, repairing all of them is not impossible. And I'm actually going to do a few streams on that. Uh, but I've got, but if you're talking about the stash, oh, that's a whole nother deal, man. My stash is, yeah, substantial, and this is a thing that I find quite marvy. Yes, I do. It's just the way I roll. Now, next, we shall go. Oops, that's too much. It was coming out way too heavily. I'm going to thin that down a bit. I might need to go for the toothpick approach. Yeah, I will. Alright. Yeah, let's get a toothpick onto this. Otherwise I'm going to wind up with a huge blob of glue, but I don't want it. Lid. Now, oh, come here, you. You're not helping. Dealy. Oh, he's there. I can... Dealy. Goodly amount on that one. Maybe feel a bit brave, be quick. It's coming out thick and fast now. Actually, no, we'll do it this way. Oh, I keep saying it's getting too much, but I know I'm a liar. It's supposed to go. Ah. Ah. Warm and fuzzy feeling. Yeah, I've got a Why are these being so cunty to me? Breathe. This is probably the downside of going 1:72. Can be kind of fiddly. Now, come on. Don't bullshit me now. I'm getting tired of this nonsense. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And, right. Nudge that around that way. Why, you little. Oh, oh, you little. Oh, oh. There we go. Hey, yo, hey, hey, yo. Now, that's them done though. Next, should I? Okay, we've got a couple of options here. Rubbing. Right. Just weighing up a couple of things with this decal. Okay. Now, with this too, where it clearly runs a bit short there, all we've really got to do is just go straight down and create a right angle. Now, that's going to be real easy. The tricksy part, as far as it goes, it's going to be, it comes around and then we need to create another right angle. And you'll see that, what I'm talking about with that one. Now, we also need to consider the width of the... See, I'm not liking it at all. And there's also an angle there we need to put a touch of aluminium, in fact. Dearie me. Okay, so it's going to go straight across. I'll zoom out just a little. So what we're going to need to do first, I would suggest, do that little angle there in black, and then we're going to bring that over and across. Now the trick, here we go. I can do this. I can. All right. First, let's find the right sort of brush. Oh, mate, I believe in myself, happily. And there's the biggest part of the challenge. Let's see which one we roll with. Now the thing is about this as well, I'm thinking Mr. Citadel is our friend. Now, first up, let us I can do it. All right. The only question I have, is, well, two questions. Acrylic or lacquer? Lacquer's stronger, but thinner, and possibly going to be a little harder to get that consistency with. Acrylic we can work with. Okay, it's acrylic, that's that decision made. Flat black or gloss? Flat. All right. Let's do this, kids. Let's find first my... Oh, there it is. That. Boom. Lick. I'm trying to decide if I want to go goggles or whether, because it's not so much a... We shall see. Let me think for a moment. Alrighty. This is definitely going to require a mouthful of coffee. If I pull this off, I'm going to be well happy. In fact, what am I saying? What am I saying when I pull this off? Alrighty. So I'm going to put our paint on. Give me a moment. If I pull this off easily, it may even be worth making a vid of. I'm pretty happy though. I just even got the 4 back on. That was a bit of a trick of its own. What I'll need to do... rubbing. I'll need to varnish this because I'll want to be putting some decal thinner and setter on the other. Or just be fucking careful when you do that, Rob. It's not that fucking hard. Work it out, big boy. What are you doing, lad? What are you doing? Now. All right. Yep. Now. Do I want to go goggles? No. No, I do not. Because strangely, they may even make it a little harder. First up. Actually, no, I will. Just realised something. Give me a moment. Yeah. All right. Bottom part of the 2, almost. Now, what I might do, because that line, you can see on that diagonal point, there's a spot there. I should probably tidy it up for the decal. Zoom out. So I'll come into just... Slowly getting there, boys and girls. Now comes the tricksy part. Actually, not that tricksy. I'll start. Now let me just Uh-huh. Now then, thin that paint right out on the brush. Give me a moment. How do I want to hold this? There we go. It's coming along. In fact, I'm pretty pleased already. Okay, a bit further. Oops, it's not perfect. Requires a little touch up, but I'm actually pretty pleased with that. I'll show you in a minute. Give me a moment. The touch up requires is pretty negligible, and I'm fine with that. Looks better than it did before. That much is definite. You'll see where it needs the touch up. It's not a biggie. And I can even be done this session. And then anything else we can cover up with, oops, that daisy. We can cover up with a bit of weathering. Now, give me a moment. Yeah. You can see I'm going to need to do a little touch there, a little bit there. But on the whole, that's not bad. A bit of freehand painting. Yeah, so pretty happy with that overall. Yeah, like I said, there's those little touch-ups, but once they're done and with a bit of weathering, people see nothing. That's what I say. And if they do, we all know the rules, people. You simply introduce them to a baseball bat to the head. I mean, really, now, how hard can this be to work out now? Hmm? Now, yeah, again, I'm pretty happy with how, without giving myself too much of a pat on the back. Pretty damn impressed with myself. Didn't know I was able to do. I was good enough to do that. Well, things you learn, eh? Now, what is this bit of sprue doing randomly on my desk? I ask. Now, oh no! Are they hard to get off? Now, um, here we go for the next. I'll do that vent. Yes, I shall, because this should, I believe, go just there. Hang on. But it's not sitting quite right, it's the thing. Don't think. Easiest way to suss this out. What we can do. Actually, I don't think I really need that at all. Because I would suggest that sort of takes care of that for you. But does that have to go there? And if I do that, then I'll just need to get some crystal clear to fill some gaps here, and then we will just tidy up the paintwork, and I guess that's probably not a bad little outcome, so we'll do that. Ooh. Ha! Now, hang on. Can you hear? You can hear me. Oh, good. That's what I actually look like. Yes. Yeah. If this kit was 1:48, though, my hands would be an absolute giant. Although there is them who would suggest I'm not a small person to begin with. Being as I way close to, well, at the moment, I need to lose weight. I'm coming in at about just under 300 pounds, that is. My healthy weight's about 260. And most people would suggest that's not an insubstantial gentleman. But yeah, not quite big enough for that to be 1:48. Ooh. Have you ever seen, there's a cartoon, a very old Warner Brothers cartoon, where the stork that delivers two babies to the wrong house. So yeah. Oh yeah, I'm glad that I got the cord, man. And anyway, the point being, what was I going to say? I was waffling about. That's it. The stork that delivers the babies delivers to the wrong houses, and he delivers a giant baby to a normal household, and the normal baby to the giant household because he's drunk. There's a big goes to one place where they top him off with stacks of alcohol, and the baby's arrived, yada yada yada. And when, of course, the error is inevitably discovered, he has to go and pick him up. And there's a scene where it's got this giant with a bemused look on his face, trying to change a nappy with a jeweler's monocle and tweezers. Now, we need to get that. How much further back can we get that down? Now, once that's dried properly, I'm going to fill the gaps, because there are some, with crystal clear, and then just paint over that. But at the moment, that's how it will look. I'll give you a zoom in because it's going to be worth keeping there. Now. Oh, that's good, man. That's good work. Gonna get right up in here, and yeah, the idea is that you'll have the thing there, and there will be our vent properly presented just inside the. But I do need to fill all that in. And that's easy with crystal clear. That'll all happen, and that'll come up looking a treat. Obi Rob knows this to be true. Yeah, that's good stuff, Bass man. That's good. It ain't easy, no. Biggest weight loss I ever did. This is kind of funny because, like, okay, I was always going to be solid. I was up to, and when I was about 19, I was 280 pounds, but pure lard. And I shredded up to 200 pounds, and you can see my abs. And then I started adding mass for rugby because I'd rocked up being this lard ball, so it stuck me in the front row, and suddenly I was, well, shit, I'm going to have to get myself big because they don't want me to keep playing front row. And my top playing weight was 114 kilos, so that's what, 250. So 250, 260 is a good weight for me when I'm fit. Yeah, because I've also done a lot of training since I stopped playing rugby and da-da-da. So yeah, it's my general healthy weight range, 250, 260. It is coming along, John. We've had a couple of traumas, but I've attended to them, and I'll show you one of them that I'm a little bit pleased with myself. That 2 there, it looks a bit out, and it is because I've had the 4 and the 2 decal came off yesterday. I managed to get the 4 back on, but the 2 was incomplete, and I've had to do most of it with just a bit of hand brushing, and I've pulled most of that off. There's a couple of little touches, but boom. So I'm a bit chipper about that. Now, on the topic of painting, something we'll do. I got some of this yesterday, clear green, because we need some of that. Yes, we do, for our formation lights. I only know what they are because Big Racer told me yesterday. Now, after that, well, I'm inclined to think, wow, we can, I reckon tomorrow, looking at this now, we can complete assembly. Any little touch-ups are not going to be hard to do. I can get a few more bits and bobs on today, so we shall. Like, I might as well get the rear wheel on. What else can we assemble? Oh. Ooh, we are doing very well, boys and girls, because actually, I know what I'll do. I have a cunning plan. No, I don't. I thought I did, I don't. Yes, I do. Okay, tomorrow we will indeed finish assembly, but we're going to get a lot of this sort of stuff on, or a few bits of stuff on today. And what I might do, once we get things to a certain point, it may even be worth, I reckon I might have time. And what's the time? I could even do a bit of work on the 109, you know. That wouldn't be a bad idea now, would it? Because after all, that would save a bit of time there. Now, because once that's done, and this is done, because this is, we can finish this probably, I won't be on tomorrow, I will be on Sunday. Now, Sunday, do I need to go anywhere? No. Ooh. I might conceivably do a very big session. I'm going to try and just... Yeah, got some. Might do a very long stream. And then... we can get a whole stack done. But give me a moment. I'm just going to into here. Almost done. Right. Let me just clean my brush and I'll zoom in on what I did then. And then I'm wondering if there's any point putting in the rear wheel without putting the other wheels on, if you see what I'm saying. So what I'm thinking, because here's the other side of the coin. Put the wheels on and pretty much all of the undercarriage. That will be dry in an hour or within an hour. So that I'll be able to then go, right, put the cockpit on and the aerial thing on. And then by the end of, yeah, and that won't take long to do. These are the things, peeps. So, now, excellent. Alrighty, now, what we've done there and gotten completed there is there. Formation lights. Boom. Next, we shall oops. Give me a moment, guys. Where do I want to hold? Oh. Don't lie to me. It's not quite where it needs to be. That's where you need to be. We'll tidy that up. In fact, you know what I'm going to do to help this all happen? Now is the time, Cato. Boom, crystal clear. Will come into its own. Obi Rob knows this to be true. Now, you... First, we might as well go into here anyway. We're going to need to. Tidy up that little gap there. Right, now rubbing. We're going to go, get back there. We're going to do it this way. We're going to fill the gap from the outset. There we go. Almost. Yeah, not quite, Rob. Yeah, that vent's been a bit unhappy making. It needs to sit like that, in truth. Why you not cooperate, Duke? Is the little thing. I'm meant to go the other way, is it surely? No. Alright. We're going to need to hold that there. This is going to get a little messy, kids. But once we get it, that gap filled, it's going to be looking a whole lot better. This may all that vent effect I was trying to achieve, but maybe not. We'll see how lucky we are, because it is, of course, clear once it dries. Yeah, there we go. So I'll show you what I've done there. Oh, sorry, that's all blurry for you. Now what I done is, that still needs to be a little lower. Ultimately, it means that that vent's not quite sitting correctly. So what I'm trying to do is to address that. But yeah, it's just not going to hold there for us. It needs to stay down like that. Maybe if I just hold it for a bit. Who would have thought of that, eh? Yeah, this is being a bit annoying. Come on. Don't lie to me now. There we go. Right. Now I'm going to let that dry, I think. After I've dragged it just across there. Yeah. Now we're just going to let that dry. Then I'll see if there's any other gaps, and then I'll tidy them up. We'll pop that to the side. All right. This is all very good, people. Next. Okay, knock these out of the way because they're going on tomorrow. Just nudge them over to there. what I need to locate, is, all right. Now, yes. Yes, Roy. Okay. So, question I have now for the 109, engine or main stuff? Don't think it makes that many odds, actually. In the bigger reality of life, the universe, and everything. Although, one thing I do need to consider, give me a moment. Do I have in here? Thought I did. I thought I did. Some guns for it. I thought I might have put them in here. No, hang on. Nah. Got a gun, but that doesn't really cut the mustard there, boy. Now. Indeed, alrighty then. Yes, now. So, we're going to our big bag of stuff. Yes, we are. And we're going to see what we can find gun-wise. Now, why? Oh, I know why this coin's there. I have done this before, I know. Give me a moment. So, this is actually... Give me a moment. No, there's no guns there, I don't think. What is there? Oh, hello. Come to Papa. Now. So. Alright, what I'm getting a bit chipper about, I'll show you. What we have here, on this piece of sprue no less, is... There we go. This being a kit that I've done a bit of cannibalizing from, I don't mind ripping into it. Put my hand behind the relevant parts. There we go. Yeah, just there. These are the cannons for another kit. So, or machine guns, I think they are actually, but be that as it may. What I'm thinking, so I want to get the guns on. Now, the question will be, reaching over for the kit. Might just, there we go. Now, on you go. Good. Now, let's have a look at, these are our cowlings, which of course they're going to sit up. Yes, right. Right. Okay. I'm just working out how I'm going to go about a couple of things. And indeed, while I think of that, there's also something else I need to think about on this kit that is over here, I think. Yep, come here, you. This is the event that goes on the undercarriage, so we need to get that done. That will sit like that. Alright, let's do that. Now what I'm thinking is with these, is where they're going to go is up here, and they're going to be open. So they'll be actually the last things that will go on this area here, because I'll need to have a few things to attach them to and yada yada yada. Now let's get this little vent thing attached. We'll go that way. I think it really matters. You can't actually see what I'm doing. Here we go. So I'm just going to go. There we go. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh dear. Go around that way. Itchy ear. Excuse me a moment. Magic and flat. Come on now. Don't lie to me. Thank you. I just realised something very silly I failed to do. Excuse me a moment. I'll zoom down, all you can see is my wrist. Excuse me a moment, guys. Just making sure this is at the right angle. And we'll set it aside to dry. Might be advised to, yeah. There we go. I'll just nudge that over there. All right. Once it starts getting a little drier, we can start tweaking that a little, that bit that I nudged over. Now, guns. Now, if I'm going to use them, I guess the first port of call is to paint them, isn't it? And I'll cheat a little bit. There will need to be something there that they're both mounted on. But I'll just use those two there. That's the guns. Now, I reckon gunmetal grey. This is oily steel. I do not want oily steel. I want gunmetal grey. And I'm happy to go on acrylic on that one. Or should I go lacquer? Let it dry and put them on tomorrow. It's not such a silly idea if I get other stuff done today. So we'll do that, I think. In fact, that being so, let's find our gunmetal grey. I'm going to zoom out for a moment too, once more. Alright. It'll be one of these, I reckon. Nope, not so far. No. Here somewhere. Well, it's not necessarily in this one though. That's the issue. I have so many paints. You can't see, but I'm off camera. But I've got a rummaging through my A tackle box. Clearly, it's not in that one. Let's see about this one. Ah, dearie me. Now, what I might do is if I don't find it soon, I might just end up going, you know what, be damned, and grabbing the acrylic. This is getting very annoying. Yeah, 5, 4, 3. Yeah, I think I'm just going for the acrylic unless I suddenly spot it miraculously on the desk, which I'm not holding my breath on. That's steel, isn't it? That's aluminium. Don't want aluminium. Just having a quick scan across my desk. That's no, 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 no. Well, that's a bit frustrating, that is. What's that one there, by the way, before I start rummaging? Oily seal, that's the one I ran out of. Okay. Well, that's a bit annoying. Okay, let's get the acrylic, which should probably be in this one. I'll tell you guys. Gunmetal grey. Bloody finally. Right, will you little. At least you found that easily. I ask you. Cool. Now, after this, we can probably get a start on putting the wheel stalks of the 109 on. They're not on, but together. Because that'll just be another step out of the way. So why wouldn't we? Now, I do need to start paying a little attention to the time. Ah, yeah, absolutely. 9 times out of 10, that is the drill. Now, boom, we don't need to be too fastidious with the accuracy of our brushing here. And they are going to go here. And I'm going to have the cowlings open. That's going to require a little bit of jiggery pokery on my behalf, but I'm entirely comfortable with doing jiggery pokery. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. All right, that's them painted. Boom. Pop them over there. We're making good progress today, guys. It's good stuff. Zoom out. Now, next, I wouldn't mind getting the wheel stands done. Just because they can be fiddly. Now, there is a decal I need to attend to. Don't want to get onto that sort of caper today. We'll do that on Sunday. On Sunday, I'm thinking if I start at the usual time, I'd probably be willing to go 2, maybe even 2.5 to 3 hours and get a whole stack of shit done on these kits. These 2 kits. If I can get them finished, oh, that's a bit of a sexy thing, I tell you. I believe in miracles. When I finish kits, you sexy thing, yo. Dear, oh dear, what have I done? Excuse me, I'm just going to bump the camera for a moment now. Now. Ah. Yes. Now. Let's have a look at the assembly sheets, shall we? Who would have thought, Rob? Ha 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 ha! The lost beetle. No. I suppose by virtue of the fact of where the paraphrasing come from, I guess I'm white chocolate. Actually, it was hot chocolate, wasn't it? So given that that's, I'd be hot vanilla. I can't believe I chipped out with that one neither. Alrighty. Let's just have a flick back here. Does it show the wheels yet? Apparently not. 10, 12. Hang on a moment, guys. Hang on. Here we are. Alrighty, eh? There is indeed some jiggery pokery. Oh, wow. It would appear, I'm just checking this, that oh wow, their wheels actually don't have covers. Interesting. Oh, yes, they do. They got. Why you put them on them, people? Yeah, that's right. I remember, Neil. So, why have they gone? Oh, I see why they've gone for 2 pieces as well. Yep, that makes sense. Sorry, guys, I'm talking to myself a bit here, obviously. Okay, this is going to be a 2-step operation. That's fine. Now, to that end, voice, let's get some parts out here. Where are our wheel stalks? There are our wheel stalks. Now, once we got these wheels on the stalks, which should be a very straightforward operation, one would think. Our next port of call is to put, hang on a moment, is there another sheet of these? Give me a moment, because I do recall painting them. Yes, I do. Aha! These had a slightly different configuration of wheel stems to these ones. I would suggest that these ones, there's different lots here, as you can see. I reckon these ones are possibly from, in fact, they look possibly 109E. Certainly a later model's the bottom line here. But foist, let's get us. Yep. Both wheels there. Right, now once I've gotten these wheel things done, I'm reckoning that I'll probably wind the stream up for today. Now, I'm not going to be on tomorrow, unfortunately. I am fishing. There is something... My mate's keen, and I'm actually pretty keen to see if I can latch on to whatever dragged me into a snag at one particular point in the river. Whatever it was big, chunky, and I want to catch it. It was a fucking beast, I tell you. There we go. Now, they've made this nice and easy, I can tell you. Look at that. And just splatch. In she goes. We can do that pretty easily. Oh no. Oh no. Where's it gone? Oh no. Okay, first, that's gone somewhere quite miraculous. Stay calm, big boy. What we do, this is an easy one to address. So many reasons, actually, but we'll leave that there. We'll get the other one on. We'll do those wheel stems, and then I'll track that down. I'll put that on later. I think hopefully this is easier to find than... I know it fell backwards. This is a good start. Hopefully I don't have to go through the nonsense that I went through the... But yeah, so what I'll do is I'll get this one on. Then we'll do the wheel stems. And then, like I said, I'll track down the other one later. This is not a big disaster, in truth. It's just an irritation. Irritation, irritation, irritation. There we go. Oops, that daisy got a bit vigorous there. Boom. On she goes. Oh, you bitch of a thing. Now she goes on. Now, these go. We might want to check we get our numbers right. Because if we get them wrong, I'm going to be grumpy. Well, if you like Lucky 7, if you can manage to get a recording of my voice and use it as a ringtone, More power to you, man. Where the are you? There. Okay. It is up. Where the hell? Right, 27 goes with 29. Right, they are next to each other. That's convenient. Right. Now, actually, this is going to be a bit more time consuming than now that I think about it, should. Yeah, look, I'm going to get a wriggle on now, actually, before I get started on this. But what we'll be doing, I mean, if I'm going to be on for a couple of hours, maybe even 3 hours, next stream, we should be fine. And hopefully we'll get all of this, we get both of these kits. And I'll do some off-camera work as well before then, I will. Not the least of which is finding that bloody wheel. I'll leave that discussion there. Hey. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm going to leave that photo. That's going to be I thought about it after the fact. I thought, actually, that's going to take a lot longer than the time I have available for today. So we're leaving that there. I'm actually pretty pleased with a lot of what we got done today, from the viewpoint of he's coming along now. And we've managed to fix up that decal pretty well. Little touch-ups here and there, but that's all good. That vent's looking nice, so we can tidy that. There's a whole stack of tidy this, tidy that, and it's going to look swish. Now, yeah. But at the end of the day, thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. First-time viewers, you know what I'm about to suggest. I'm pretty happy with how things went today. First-time viewers, time to hit that button. Follow, like, subscribe. If you haven't worked out that's what the plan is, what are you doing? What are you doing? Glad you enjoyed it. We'll have a good time. Now, with a bit of luck, on Sunday, we'll get both those kits finished. There is some possibility of that. Or if not finished, finished Monday. That would, in fact, objective for Sunday, Monday at latest, which means that on the Tuesday, Batman. We'll spend the week doing Batman, and we'll before the next week I'll do maybe a couple of streams on the Mustang, but why not give it a bit of Batman focus. All right, now other platforms. If you'd look, yeah, well, I'll do that too. Now, other platforms. If you'd like to track me down on Facebook or YouTube, I'm Rob the Builder. If you would like to track me down on Instagram or Twitch, I'm Robster the Builder. And again, we follow, like, or subscribe. And all that's really left for me to say at this juncture is that I will be back on Sunday, today being my Friday, so not tomorrow, but the day after, your evening, morning, afternoon, whichever it happens to be, at a similar kit time and on the same kit channel. And hopefully I'll catch you good people then. See yous.